Spurs fans!
What's going on, everybody?
I am Spurs, Nation 87. The San Antonio Spurs they buried the Brooklyn Nets in the ground 102-75. But before we get to the game, I got a special guest with me here. All the way from Corpus Christi. TTSD, Tom, the Spurs dude.
What's going on, everybody? Spurs basketball and, opening night. And where other place to be other than the AT&T Center? The Spurs winning tonight. And it didn't come easy for them in the first half of the game. But in the second half, they really stepped it up. And it looked like LaMarcus Aldridge is slowly but surely learning the Spurs system. And, the Spurs, coming in with new players, everybody knew that it was going to take time to, get used to playing with each other. And it's slowly but surely, it's developing. You can see it not early on in games, but later on in games, they're figuring out how to win games.
Yeah, it's true. And the thing is that everyone freaked out about the game against the Thunder, which is why I don't know. Because for one, we do have new players on the Spurs team. And the thing is, when you got new players, it's that growing pain that the Spurs are witnessing right now. Because you can't expect for this team to just take right off and start, blowing out people. Except for today, when the Spurs just blew out completely, just buried the Knicks straight into the ground and put a tombstone right over the grave.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, pretty much Brooklyn pretty much lost the game in the second half, and like this little roach is about to lose his life. Basically Brooklyn, they showed up for the first half, but the second half the Spurs got it together. They started playing Spurs basketball. They started moving the ball. Kawhi Leonard started taking over, and Kawhi Leonard is such a huge part of this team on the defensive end, on the offensive end. He took over like he's expected to, because this is surely but slowly becoming his team. And when Kawhi attacks, when he's aggressive, the Spurs are very successful because of that. And tonight he showed that very much. And the Spurs in the second half, they played great. Everybody moved the ball. Everybody started scoring. And they slowly but surely they put away from the Brooklyn Nets, who, kept this game pretty interesting for the most part of it. But the Spurs, once again, coming out with a victory tonight.
Yeah, and what worried me a little bit was LaMarcus Aldridge, because he looked like he was a little bit lost out there. But other than that, he still had a good game. He still got a lot of work to do. But with the way how the Spurs team is playing, they're gonna take time to process. Learning how to get used to each other, how to play, and communicate on stuff. There's no need, especially over losing one game. It's not a big deal. Because like I say, it's the growing pains that the Spurs are going through right now. Give it at least 10 to 15 or 15 to 20 games tops, and then by that time, with others, the new players that have, Aldridge, West, Marjanovic, and West,
McCallum.
McCallum, and Simmons.
Yeah, Jonathan Simmons.
Once they
Russell
start,
Butler.
yeah, and Russell Butler. Yeah, once they start playing with each other more and more and more, taking it game by game, they're gonna get better. They're gonna start, setting like win streaks. They're gonna set up, so many records and everything. But Thomas, what exactly happened in that first half?
Just a lot of sloppiness from the Spurs. They really weren't playing. They were playing like they really didn't know each other. And that's to be expected, because when you bring in new players, they're trying to get used to each other, and the chemistry is developing. And that's what basically was going on in the first half. Things just weren't going their way. They weren't getting the calls. A lot of calls were going against them. And it kind of affected their play on the court. So the second half, they pretty much just turned it around and flipped the switch on Brooklyn and sent them back to New York, where all they do is say, "Hey, we're walking here." And now the Spurs are telling them, "Hey, we're winning here." So, great win on opening night, the beautiful AT&T Center, which was renovated. I like what they've done to the place, and she looks fabulous.
Oh my God, the inside of that AT&T Center looks so different. And you know what? Speaking of the inside of the AT&T Center, you had got a couple of comments saying that the AT&T Center looked the same. But we went in there. they painted, they redid everything. They painted the walls. The Spurs fan shop looks a lot more bigger. I mean, the stands look a lot more like.
It looks more modernized. The arena
Yeah.
looks more modernized up to today's standards. It looks like an arena from 2015 and not so much 2005. And the AT&T Center, they did they just had to do a renovation. It was needed. It needed it to be done even 5 years ago, and I think they were overdue for it. But it looks way better now, and the lighting in the game, it looks better. Everything's new about the Spurs, the players, the arena. But it's going to be a process that they're going to develop over the season, and I expect them to be successful like they always are. Slowly but surely, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, it does. And the more they practice, and the more they practice together. I'm sorry, it's up right now. The more they practice together, I mean, the better and better and better they get. It's like I said, Thomas. I mean, with the players we have, I mean, they gotta get used to each other. They gotta learn how to adjust. With
Panic causing panic.
Oh, yes, sí, señora.
Órale, órale. Oh, that's crazy Spurs fans for you, everyone. But like I said, in time, when we take it game by game by game, the Spurs team is going to get better. And like I said, it's growing things we're going through right now. So no one should be freaking out right now. Like I said the other day, let's just enjoy the Spurs basketball season. Let's just be happy that Spurs basketball is back.
Yeah, for everybody worrying and getting all worried and worked up over nothing, listen, just watch the Spurs games and just chill.
Exactly.
Because really their season doesn't start till the rodeo road trip anyways.
That's
and this
right.
is every year. This is not just this year. This was last year, the year before that. It's every year. I tell people this every year. The season really doesn't start for them until like February and March, because that's when they start getting the chemistry down. They start ticking as a team. They start playing better. They come off the road. They play great, and that's when their season starts. It's not about November, December, October. It's not about that. It's about the second half. It's about the momentum that they have going into the playoffs. That's what it's about.
Yeah, exactly my point. No need to like you said, no need to worry. Because again, the season really starts around February. So again, Spurs fans, just enjoy the Spurs basketball we have. There's still 80 games to go. Like I said, there's plenty of time for this team to improve. All right, man. Well, thank you so much, man, for being on my show.
Yeah.
I greatly appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah, a big shout out to everyone on Facebook.
Everybody.
Yeah, and especially going behind the cam. A big shout out to
Doris
Bosco, all the way from Killeen, Texas.
Woohoo!
All right, guys. Once again, the Spurs bury the Nets, 102-75.
Forget about it.
So Thomas, real quick, when's the next game? Sunday against
November
the Boston
7th.
Celtics.
Oh, what's
Boston.
the Celtics?
They'll probably be
They're on
throwing
the
a
road.
tea party. Because the last time the Celtics were here, they got slaughtered by 30 points.
Well, hopefully when the Spurs play them, is it going to be here or?
I think it's going to be in Boston.
Well,
The road, because the next
Yeah,
home
'cause the
game
next
is
home
the
game
7th.
is on November
Not till the 7th.
7th versus the Charlotte Hornets.
well, hopefully when the Spurs are in Boston, hopefully Tom Brady don't be showing up to deflating any balls.
Oh!
My goodness. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, big shout out to everyone on Facebook and a big shout out to all my YouTube subscribers. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your support. I'll see y'all after Sunday, after the Spurs and Celtics game. And until then,
Go Spurs, go!